On April 2023 at the Manchester Arena in England, a fight took place that had more eyes on it than any other fight happening that day. No, not the heavyweight bout between Joe Joyce and Gila Zhang, although that is an important fight. Not the lightweight clash between former champions Devin Haney and Vasily Lomachenko, even though it's a unification bout. No one cared about any of those fights except for one. Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul. Tommy Fury was coming into this fight as the younger half-brother of heavyweight champion Tyson Fury. He was also coming off an 8 layoff after injuring his rib during his last fight against Rolly Lambert, which he did win by unanimous decision. His opponent, Jake Paul, was coming in hot, having demolished his last 3 opponents, with 2 of those coming from the UFC, Tyron Woodley and Anderson Silva. So who do you think had the pressure in this fight? But when the dust settled, it was Tommy Fury who got the win by split decision. And while many felt like he didn't deserve it, there were others who thought he did. What's interesting about this fight isn't so much the result, but rather who was sitting ringside watching it go down. The fight wasn't just about Tommy and Jake. It was about the entire Fury clan. And when you consider the amount of trash talk that has been happening over the past year, it makes sense why so many people were paying close attention. Ringside sat Tyson Fury, John Fury, and the entire Fury clan watching every second with intensity. Every time Tommy landed, cheers erupted. Every time Jake answered, the tension spiked. You could tell who the real fans were based on their reactions. But regardless of who they were supporting, all eyes were on Tommy. They knew if he lost, it wouldn't be good for business. Now, you might be wondering why we're bringing this up. Well, to put it simply, this fight wasn't just about bragging rights or settling a score. It was about legacy. If Jake had won, it would have sent shockwaves through the entire Fury boxing dynasty. To understand why, let's take a step back and look at where the Fury family is right now. Tyson Fury is at the top of the heavyweight division. He's the WBC champion and arguably the best boxer in the world, pound for pound. His next fight will be against Derek Chisora for the 3rd time. And most expect him to come out victorious once again. But what happens after that? That's where things get interesting. There have been rumors about Fury's retirement for a while now. He's teased us with the idea of hanging up his gloves on several occasions. And every time he does, it feels like the end of an era. The Gypsy King has been entertaining us for years. Watching him grow as a fighter has been a joy. But all good things must come to an end, right? Well, maybe not. If Fury does decide to retire, who will carry on his legacy? Enter Tommy Fury. In the world of boxing, it's common for families to have multiple fighters. The Klitschko brothers, Vitaly and Wladimir, are a prime example of this. They dominated the heavyweight division for years. So when one retired, the other stepped in and kept the family name alive. Something similar happened with the Taylor Bros. Nate and Hit. When Floyd Mayweather Jr. retired, Canelo Alvarez stepped in and became the face of boxing. Now, it looks like it's time for Tommy Fury to follow in his brother's footsteps. But the question is, can he live up to the expectations? That's what was at stake in this fight against Jake Paul. A loss would have been devastating for Tommy's career. It would have made people question whether he could ever become a world champion. It would have given Jake Paul the confidence to continue calling out Fury and demanding a fight with Tyson. Basically, it would have been a PR nightmare for the entire Fury family. This fight was about more than just bragging rights or settling a score. It was about legacy. If Jake had won, it would have sent shockwaves through the entire Fury boxing dynasty. Here's why. Jake Paul has been calling out Tommy Fury for over a year now. He's done everything he can to get under Tommy's skin. From trash talking to making fun of his girlfriend, Molly Mayhaig. Paul has left no stone unturned in his attempts to provoke Tommy, and it seems like it's working. During the press conference before the fight, Tommy couldn't help but take the bait. He got into a heated argument with Paul and even had to be separated from him. Clearly, Jake had gotten to him. And if Tommy had lost the fight, it would have given Paul the confidence to keep calling out the Fury family. Not only that, but it would have opened up a whole new can of worms. Imagine what other YouTubers and social media personalities would have said if Jake had beaten Tommy. The possibilities are really endless. The fact is that Jake Paul is a master of promoting himself. He knows how to get people's attention, and he's not afraid to speak his mind. If he had beaten Tommy, it would have been the biggest win of his career. And he would have used it to call out other members of the Fury family, like Tyson or even John. It would have been a nightmare scenario for the Furies. On the other hand, if Tommy had lost, it would have been a massive boost for Jake's career. He would have proven that he can compete with professional boxers and that he is not just a YouTube sensation. In fact, he would have become a legitimate threat in the boxing world. After defeating Tommy, Jake would have demanded a fight with Tyson. And given Tyson's history of taking on all comers, it's possible that he would have accepted. The thought of Tyson vs. Jake is a huge money spinner, and it would have been hard for Tyson to resist. To make matters worse, Jake has already called out Tyson directly. He said, "I am definitely going to fight Tyson Fury. That's a fight that I want to happen. That's a legacy fight. That's a fight that will sell itself." He also said that he plans to move up to heavyweight in 2023. So it is clear that he is gunning for the entire Fury clan. If Tommy had lost, it would have been open season for Jake. He would have been able to trash talk the entire Fury family without any repercussions. And who knows what kind of damage he could have done. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Jake would have destroyed the Fury family if he had beaten Tommy. I'm just saying that he would have had the momentum and the confidence to try, and given the way things have been going for the Fury family lately, they probably don't need any more bad news. Tommy's win against Jake Paul was a huge relief for the entire Fury clan. It showed that they can still hold their own in the world of boxing, and that Jake Paul is not as invincible as he thinks he is. For now, Jake can still talk all the trash he wants, but it's not going to mean anything. He's not going to be able to back it up with a win over the Furies. As for Tommy, he proved that he can hang with the best of them. He showed that he's got what it takes to be a world champion. With another win under his belt, Tommy is ready to take on anyone in the middleweight division. He's got the Fury name behind him, so he's always going to be in for a tough fight. But he's up for the challenge. Tommy is hungry to prove himself, and he's determined to make his own legacy. The Fury family may be in for some turbulent times ahead, but one thing is for sure, they're not going anywhere. They're here to stay, and they're not afraid of any challenges that come their way. We can't wait to see what the future brings to them. And we know that whatever happens, it's going to be entertaining. So what do you think about the fight? Let us know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.